In the summer of 2011, Zinedine Zidane stormed through José Mourinho's door with the tape of a certain French prodigy that Real Madrid just had to sign. Mourinho was on vacation and was utterly surprised by the nature of the visit. The young French player was Raphael Varane. Madrid ended up signing him that summer. Zidane was serving the club as sporting director at that time. It's a role not so popular or consistent in the Real Madrid setup, but undoubtedly, the club desperately needs someone in this role. Astute football analysts from Tifo Football, Managing Madrid, and Bundesliga.com have defined the role quite brilliantly in their analysis. The role of a sporting director is often the same as the one of a director of football. According to Tifo, due to the ever-shortening lifespan of managerial stints, clubs are more reliant on sporting directors for transfer authority. According to Bundesliga.com, they are former players putting their inside knowledge of the game to good use, renowned wheeler-dealers whose silver tongue secures the right player for their club, and are, to a man, arch strategists in whom the hopes of the Bundesliga's finest lies. They are the sporting directors. Since 1986, Real Madrid have had only 4 men holding the position of a sporting director: Luis Maloney, Jorge Valdano, Benito Floro, and Zinedine Zidane himself. Only 3 men have served under the title Director of Football in this timeline. They are Arrigo Sacchi, Predrag Mihajlovic, and Franco Baldini. Real Madrid's transfer business is controlled by club director José Ángel Sánchez and president Florentino Pérez himself. Juni Calafat holds the role of head scout, who functions more in the South American regions to identify talents under the age of 20. Florentino, the once charismatic president who assembled 2 separate Galactico projects in the first decade of the millennium, is no longer the man he used to be. Glamour and marketability often took precedence in Florentino's recruitment process, but the fundamental sporting necessities of Madrid's first team no longer seem to be his primary focus. While financial stability is essential during a pandemic, not prioritizing the sustainability of the sporting project can cause irreparable damage to the image of the club that Florentino vows to guard at any cost. Real Madrid have an aging squad with no significant prospects lined up to replace the essential cogs of the team. For now, there's only the illusion of some mega signing in 2021. If Florentino can no longer be useful in recruitment, he must hire someone who can. Florentino's thought process is stuck in the past while the game keeps evolving in every passing moment. Florentino got complacent with the success of the three-peat in 2018 and with the 34th La Liga triumph in 2020. With proper freedom, a sporting director could have avoided the complacent activities in the transfer market. Zinedine Zidane was rumored to have full freedom of assembling the squad when he came back in 2019. The failed transfer of Paul Pogba proves that was merely a myth. While departures of Achraf Hakimi and Sergio Reguilon happened because the players demanded starting roles which Real Madrid could not provide, it is worthwhile mentioning the deals for Rodriguez and Gareth Bale. They should have been offloaded a long time ago, but they were not. This clearly showed the lack of a bridge between the sporting necessities of the first team and financial awareness from the president and the director. Such a bridge is the livelihood of a sporting director. A sporting director's relationship with the manager is vital. With enough respect between them, the sporting director can trump the manager's decision in recruiting. In a Managing Madrid article from 2016, the following was stated: the sporting director's role normally involves signing players, and these aren't always based on the coach's recommendations. If the relationship is working well, then that's great. But if the sporting director has other ideas about who should play in midfield, for example, then you're set for confrontation. With the right choice of personnel, it is safe to say that any such confrontation would have been very unlikely with Zidane. Zidane himself served in the same role before, with José Mourinho. Real Madrid miserably failed to identify such an individual who could serve the same purpose with Zinedine Zidane. On a rather candid note, a manager should trust the sporting director for the first half of the job title, and the president should do the same for the second half. While there's the precedence of gigantic failures in this role, such as Eric Abidal in Barcelona, almost the entirety of German football is a testament to how clubs can function very smoothly with a director of football and a manager at the helm. There are success stories like Tixi Begiristain at Manchester City in a similar role as well. Madrid Betar finds 2 people most suited to be Real Madrid's director of football at the moment. Our first pick is Luis Campos of Lille, the man who is often attributed as the spotter of Kylian Mbappé. He was also the sporting director of Monaco when they won the Ligue 1 in 2017. He can also be useful in an era when France is the capital of football talent in Europe, and Real Madrid seems to have a specific fascination for French talent with a French manager in charge. Our second pick is more popular among followers of Spanish and Italian football. And he is Monkey of Sevilla. Despite his dismal time at Roma, Monkey remains one of the top directors of football in the world. Madrid tried to sign him before as well. But the current Sevilla sporting director kept eluding, each time.